Hey everyone, welcome back to week 3. I've really enjoyed seeing your work start to accumulate, seeing us set a strong foundation for the learning moving forward. I still have, as of the time of recording this, 9 more students to respond to in level 1 survey of literary history. So if you are still waiting for a voice comment from me, know that I'm going to prioritize that first thing this week. You're receiving this message, and I'll probably be giving you guys comments for level 3 first as well, so that you have more time to make any adjustments, reboot things if you need to, and really just calibrate for the coming work. Thank you for your patience with me, and I wanted to be transparent about if you're one of the last to receive my comments, I'll give you first comments on level 3, and I hope that helps to make up somewhat for the delay. So now that it's week 3, you guys should have, by last night, Sunday, written your replies for level 3, the attitudes about children and childhood, which asks you to call forth some of your beliefs about children and childhood and what those people and those seasons in life should be like. Again, it's all foundation. As we move into week 3, we're going to look at a specific genre in children's literature, and that's going to be poetry. So by Tuesday night, I want you to share an original post for level 4 poetry and the love of language. You will read chapter 6 of Russell's text, so you'll dig right back in. One thing that's nice about poetry is that it's a shorter form of literature. It's also something that I think beckons our earliest memories of children's literature. You'll probably recognize some of the pieces that Russell writes about in chapter 4. And so that, again, will just get us through the classics and more into some modern children's literature when we get to mid-quarter. But speaking of the classics, by Tuesday night, I also want you to share your original post for Quest 1, Charlotte's Web. You don't have to read Charlotte's Web yet to do that post. It's a pre-reading post with very minimal little reading details. So give that a go when you have a chance, and you will, by Thursday, reply to your poetry level 4, and then by Sunday is when you'll actually be digging into about half of Charlotte's Web and a little bit more of Russell's text having to do with the art of craft and fiction. Now, I just want to circle back a little bit. I left you guys comments on level 1, and I try to always, every time I teach the class, when I start actually giving you guys these grades with our rubric, refer to the document in modules at the top of the modules page called Tips for Completing Levels and Quests and Acquiring Treasure. And why do you need tips for that? Because to earn credit in the class, you need to complete levels and quests. If you get treasure, that helps elevate your potential grade at the end of the quarter, etc. So something that happens pretty often in our first level is that maybe some people don't notice a specific element of the prompt, so they overlook an element. I put in reboot available and say, go ahead and add that piece, and then you can get a level completed. That happened with a handful of you, not responding to the young adult literature video. You do have a chance to go back in there, look at that, add that to your original post, and reboot that level. I hope you'll do it because I really want you to earn credit for that good work. We also talked in those comments about reading comprehensively and demonstrating that you did all the reading. No reading quizzes here, just you conversing and demonstrating your attention. Close reading, using really specific details, not just summarizing the concepts, but specific details and some specific page numbers. This is good practice for just college level courses across the disciplines. It's really important in a literature or other course that relies on readings so that everyone can look to those same pages with you. But most importantly, and I want to get this out there and reiterate it early on, it might feel repetitive to you, I don't want us to come to the discussion boards and reread what we've already read together. So we have to do a little bit of that. We have to say, in Russell's text, he says, but really what our conversation should do is reference the readings and watchings that we've all done and then initiate new conversations. That's where you guys might be using your voice more than you have in other context classes like these. So it's about what you wonder about, what the reading and the material connects to in your life, your personal experiences, your memories, your prior learning, your current learning, things you want to learn about in the future, just big questions that you have. That's going to make the space more interesting to come into. And that's all I have for you today. But you guys are doing a great job. I haven't received very many emails. And so with that, I want to encourage you that if something feels a little bit confusing or doesn't feel, if you'd like to have a conversation or if you have an opinion about how things are feeling to you, how the navigation in the course is working, I hope that you'll feel encouraged to reach out and let me know. Every time I get an email, I consider, even if it's just one student, what that could mean for everyone. And should I make a change? Should I adjust something? Should I put out more information to the whole class? So if there's anything that's coming to mind where you feel like you might want a little bit more support or clarity, or you're uncomfortable with an element of how you received your comments, whatever it might be, please reach out. And now would be a good time to just start clarifying that. But have a great week. Enjoy the poetry unit. Enjoy starting Charlotte's Web. I think we're going to have a great conversation there.